Hi, welcome to Hitting from the Rough. I am Eric, and I've got some exciting news today. So today we're going to go over the exciting news I have, and I'm going to go over some of my starting numbers. I'm taking lessons, as I said in my previous video, every week this year, and see how much I can improve. That combined with my weight loss surgery, I'm hoping to get down into to be a single-digit handicap golfer. So stick around. So when I decided to do this channel, to journey my lessons for the year and see how much I improved, I didn't think about it at the time, but I thought about it about a week after I started lessons. So I wanted to get a good starting point and some data to show where I was at this current time. So I will be showing you some numbers today. That's where we're going to start with the numbers so you can see where I'm kind of at. And we'll run through those real quick here. So if you look, I started with pitching wedge, and I hit 2 to 3 shots just to get an average. So I'm just going to show you the averages. You can see my club head speed, ball speed, and carry distance for the pitching wedge was 101.5 yards was the average, and that's pretty close to about where it was at last year. I consider my pitching wedge a 100-yard club. And then we go to 8 iron. The 8 iron, the day I hit it, I was getting numbers. I got a 126.5 average over 2 shots. I was only doing 2 to 3 shots if I felt they were decent shots. That's a little lower than I would have thought from last year. I consider my 8 iron about a 135 club. So I don't know if I wasn't hitting it well, or it's still early in the year as well. I went down to 6 iron, and it was 140 was the average on the 6 iron. That's about 10 yards short of what I would consider my 6 iron to be, around 150 to 155 really. The 4 iron was going 157 on this particular day. And if you notice, my smash factors are a little low, so I'm right in the middle of these lessons, so I might not be catching the ball the way that I would like to. Well, I know I'm not catching it the way I'd like to, and hopefully that will improve. But the driver was weird this day because I was hitting my driver. I averaged 229 carry distance. That is a little higher than I thought it would be. Everything that I've tracked, I don't know, over the past few months, when I've hit balls, the driver, I was getting it like barely over 200 yards. So I was pleasantly surprised. And if you look at the smash factor on the driver, 1.44 is not a bad smash factor. My swing speed's slow, but I knew that going in. So I was working with the pro that I'm working with at the time of this. So I'm thinking that might have helped out with the driver. So we'll see coming up later. I do plan on getting some of these numbers out once every month or so, hopefully. I do have my weight loss surgery coming up in April, so if that'll probably interfere with about a month's worth of numbers. So I do plan on logging these and bringing them back to you every month or so that you can see how my progress is going as well as what I'm doing. So now I'm going to talk about my lessons so far. I've had 3 lessons. And the biggest thing that I've worked on so far is not shifting forward. So a lot of people call it like a hip bump. I'm right-handed golfer, so I'm moving my left hip toward the target instead of rotating it. And that's taking away from some of my consistency on strikes. The last lesson that I have taken, we played a few holes, went out on the golf course and hit some shots, and I really enjoyed that lesson. I feel like when I'm on the range sometimes, and I'm trying to work on something, that it doesn't feel like a real swing. I feel like I'm exaggerating stuff, and I know it's probably needed, but it doesn't register as well with me, I don't think. So we got out on the course, and didn't necessarily play from tee boxes that were set up already. Played from some longer holes and just kind of dropped some balls around and hit some shots. And I really enjoyed that. And something that I took away from this, every time I've played this year so far, I've been leaking balls to the right, kind of pushing them out to the right. And so my professional asked me, he said, okay, so what are you going to do to try to correct that? And I said, well, I'm going to aim a little left on this. And she said, I want you to do the exact opposite. She said, I want you to aim right of the flag, which is where I was aiming the first couple shots. And she said, I want you to try to bring the ball back. And that's not something I'm very good at, but I have been trying to work on hitting a draw or fade when I need to. So I aimed a little right and I actually missed the flag. Oh, not very, very far, about maybe 2 or 3 yards to the left of the green. By far the best shot that I had hit while we were out there on the course. This brings us to the big news of this video. I have been sponsored. And what does that mean for this channel? Well, let me show you who I've been sponsored with. Hold on one second. I have been sponsored by the Tri-County Golf Ranch. It's a par 3 course here in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's Springdale, Ohio, I should say. And what this means for the channel is I'm going to have the ability to bring some course vlogs, do more on-course challenges, and we're going to get some segments, which I haven't come up with a name yet, but it's going to be basically tips from the professionals at the Tri-County Golf Ranch. We have decided we're going to join together and try to grow our YouTube channels at the same time. They have a YouTube channel where they have some tips and they talk about golf some on the channel. It's a great channel. I highly recommend going there to check it out, and I will put some links down in the description below for their information. They have a website, a Facebook page, and a YouTube channel. So I would definitely recommend going to check out their stuff. I'd like to take this time to thank everyone for clicking on the link to this video and watching it this far. I do appreciate all of your support. What I would like, I have a very strong goal of trying to get to 25 subscribers by the end of this month. I know YouTube can be kind of slow at the start, but that's my goal. Let's get to 25 subscribers by the end of March. I think we can do it. I have great friends. I have great support. So click the subscribe button. If you want notifications, you can click the bell button. Go check out the Tri-County Golf Ranch pages. Hit subscribe on their page as well, because they have great content that's fun to watch. And we'll get out there soon and film with Larry and Melissa, the owners of the Tri-County Golf Ranch. They're both PGA professionals and are out there to answer any questions. If you ever have golf questions there in the Cincinnati area, stop by and see them. They have a great driving range, and they offer all kinds of lesson packages. So stop by and see Larry and Melissa at the Tri-County Golf Ranch. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.